KUGAN CASSIUS Rifle TV in association with MTK Global. Very early in the morning here. I'm joined by the Cobra himself in Las Vegas, Carl FROCH, looking on fighting weight.
It's me. I think I'm on fighting weight. I've lost a little bit of weight. I was nearly, what do we work in? Stones in England, don't we? So I was nearly 14 stone and I'm just over 13 now. So I've been running a lot.
Yeah. Chopping them trees down?
With my Bergen. No, I've been running, I've been tabbing with my backpack.
Carl, huge event week here in Vegas. Are you for this fight, or do you believe that the fight shouldn't really be happening? Honest opinion.
Of course I'm for this fight. It's quite exciting. Floyd Mayweather, 2 years retired, coming out of retirement for his big 50-0 against a guy that really shouldn't be in there with him. But McGregor's got that. He's young, he's hungry, he's a bit, I don't know, he's a bit of a wire loose, isn't there? He's a bit tapped. I don't want to say he's crazy, because he's not crazy, but he's definitely full of self-belief. Maybe he's overconfident, too confident, or whatever you want to call it. But he thinks and believes he's going to do something, and he's made such a big noise. Surely he can't go in the ring and just get outboxed and outclassed and make himself look stupid, because it's going to be ridiculous if that happens. But the only reason I'm giving this fight any credibility at all is because Mayweather's 2 years retired, and I know what it's like to be 2 years retired, and you don't feel the same fighter. You don't feel fit enough, strong enough, you become civilised. And McGregor's young, he's 29 years old against a 40-year-old. So that's the reason I think the gap's closed and he's got a bit of a chance, but I still don't think he's going to win. I think Mayweather's going to win the fight on a mid to late stoppage. I think McGregor's going to make it awkward for him, and something's going to happen. Look what happened with David Haye and Tony Bellew. No one thought Tony Bellew could do it, and David Haye's ankle went. I mean, Bellew took his best shots early on, don't get me wrong, I'm not taking any credit from Bellew. Bellew took all his shots, no one thought that could happen. Then his ankle went, he got injured, and then Bellew finished him off, and it was a great fight. Looking forward to the rematch if it happens. But Mayweather-McGregor 2 years ago, I'd say, I can't give it any credence at all. But 2 years on, where Mayweather's coming out of retirement for the big 50-0, obviously it's all about the money. There's some ludicrous amount of money at stake here. It's actually ridiculous. I mean, we're talking $200, $300, $400 million purse for Mayweather. And obviously not as much for McGregor, but I think $150 million is enough, isn't it, for one fight. So it's just a massive event. We're here in Vegas. Sky have got hold of it. Obviously there was always going to, because it's the best platform for the pay-per-view. They do it right, they do it well. And I'm proud to be part of the team. And I'm genuinely looking forward to the fight. But I've got to pick Mayweather to win. I've got to pick him to win minimum on points. But I reckon he's going to stop McGregor mid to late. I just don't think McGregor's going to be able to cope with him. He's not going to be able to have any answers to the jab and the right hands and the body shots. Mayweather's going to swarm him as the fight goes on and make it too much for him. But it's really, really exciting and really intriguing and quite fascinating. And I can't wait for that first bell to go.
Obviously not many people...
Didn't come up for air then, did I? Bloody hell, went on. Wonderful. That's the 4 minutes done.
Wonderful.
You have to chop that up.
No, chopping nothing up. We put it in raw, Carl, you know we do. If you're going to give McGregor any sort of chance in this fight, what does he need to do from the off, in your opinion, to give himself the best chance?
Well, let's look at the physicalities. Let's look at it on paper. Mayweather's too good for him. He's too fast, he's got too much skill, and he's too experienced. So what has McGregor got? McGregor's got a bit of height, a bit of reach. He's got weight, probably should have a bit of strength with that weight. So McGregor, being the younger, bigger, stronger man, has to get close to Mayweather. Just has to get his gloves up and get close. Lean on him, get the elbow in, stick the nut in if he can, you know, push him down, try and hit him around the body, twist his arms up, just make it physical and make it like brutal early on. Depends what the referee's going to let him do. But for me, that's the only way. Mayweather has to have some kind of early success. And early success doesn't necessarily mean having to land a punch. Great if he can land one of his counter southpaw left crosses, which he was connecting quite well against Diaz in their rematch. Success can also mean being up close, leaning, making your opponent work, making him move, make Mayweather start to breathe and feel every day 40 years old. That'll be success for him early on, but can he pull it off and can he maintain it and can he force a stoppage against Mayweather? Because he certainly can't beat Mayweather on points. Surely he can't beat him on points, so he's going to have to try and stop him. Mayweather's too good and too clever.
What about the glove situation? The 8-ounce gloves have got approved. Is that going to make any difference?
It's probably a bit of an advantage for Conor McGregor, the fact that they're 8 ounces, because he's used to wearing them 4 ounce little mitts. So, but it's a bit of Mayweather proving a bit of a point there. You know, he's not worried about the gloves. So the 8 ounce gloves are better than the 10 ounce gloves for Conor McGregor, but I don't think it's going to make a blindest bit of difference, to be honest.
What have you made of the Malignaggi sparring situation? The little bit of footage that we saw, that Malignaggi saying that it was heavily edited to make it look a certain way. Dana White releasing that footage, but only a small amount, less than 30 seconds. What have you made of that whole thing with Malignaggi McGregor? It's added a little subplot to it.
From what I saw of it, it looked like he got hit with a shot and sort of half pushed but half hit and shoved over. I don't think it matters which camera angle you look at or how they've edited it. He got hit with a shot and went over. Paulie Malignaggi is a little bit pissed off about it, and he's being quite vocal. He's being annoyed. Whether he's trying to build himself up for a fight, you never know. But Conor McGregor looked like he did okay against Malignaggi, which I'm quite surprised. So I didn't think McGregor would really be able to cope with someone who's got a good skill set like Malignaggi. He's quite tricky and awkward and can box a bit, because Malignaggi was a good little fighter. He's not a big puncher, but I think that looks good for McGregor in terms of setting him up for the fight with Mayweather. The fact that he had quite a lot of success against Malignaggi, but obviously we've only seen this this phantom editing version of the spar. We've not seen the full.
Did anyone put you down in sparring that shouldn't have?
No. I had to think that. I had to think Tony Bellew went with a good shot, and my knee went a bit funny. I had a bad knee, but I don't make any bones about it, mate. I've been put down twice in my career, and I got up to win. And if you get put down in sparring, sometimes you're off balance, sometimes you get caught with a shot when you're half asleep. But yeah, Tony Bellew went with a good shot back in the day in sparring. And that's when I realised, I can't just walk through him and do what I want. It's quite a big puncher, Bellew. Other than that, sparring, nah.
Because when I spoke to Bellew the other day, he said that, you know, he got, or he has been beat up by people that are not even British title level, you know, in the
sparring,
past.
Yeah.
Sparring, yeah.
Yeah, you can, because if you turn up and you're not motivated and you've got no respect for your opponent and you're not feeling good, you can have an awkward spar. I used to spar the top amateurs. Anthony Fowler I used to do 4 rounds of Anthony Fowler, and I'd win 1 of the rounds, and it was the last round I'd win. So I'd get out of the ring. I'd lost the first 3 rounds, but I'd be all over him in round 4. But that was my experience and my fitness and my strength coming through. And then you come out and you think, I've lost it. I ain't got it anymore. But you know, with them little 10 ounce gloves on, with no head guards, and you're landing them shots, and it's 12 rounds. It's totally different sparring. You can't really take too much from it.
You know the sparring we saw with you and Eubank?
Yeah, Eubank Jr, that was good sparring.
Yeah.
Oh, I never got put over by him because there was a rumour about that.
Yeah.
If he put me over, I'd admit it. He hit with a couple of big shots. He's not a massive puncher, Eubank. He's strong, he's very tough, he's fit, he's got a high work rate. I like him, I think he's great. I fancy him in this tournament, if he's in it. You know, this super series with Groves.
Yeah, he's in it. He's
Groves,
fighting
Callum
Eubank,
Smith
yeah.
and Eubank. I've got Groves probably just winning that, but maybe Eubank can just go in there and just outwork them two and give them a bit of a pasting. But yeah, what was you saying? Sparring with Eubank.
Yeah, because we saw some footage of that. I mean, it was, like I said, it wasn't too much of it, but we saw some of it. Probably Eubank's best bits of the spar. So, but yeah, sparring. Not many people get to see that sort of stuff unless you're in the gym. So
yeah, Eubank Senior was filming the spar. He said he won't put it on YouTube. Said he won't use it, and then he used it that afternoon. But I like the Eubanks. I like Chris, and I like Junior and Senior. I like them. I just like them. I don't want to go too much about how much I like them, but I like what they're doing. I rate him as a fighter. He absolutely battered Abraham. I know Abraham was past his best, but he absolutely battered him. And I fancy him for this tournament. But Chris Eubank Jr gave me some really, really tough spars. He got me ready for the rematch with Groves. I hit him with some big shots. He shrugged them off. He's a tough kid. He hit me with some of his best shots, but I am what I am, I'm tough. But the big gloves, head guards, his work rate's phenomenal. He's really, really fit and he's really tough, Eubank Jr. And that's why I rate him, because I think he gives anybody a hard night's work.
Do you think he'd beat Billy Joe in a rematch?
Well, I think that the rematch with Billy Joe Saunders, Eubank would start the fight how he finished the first one, and he was getting to Billy Joe and catching him and hurting him and troubling him and pretty dominating the fight late on. I mean, that fight could have gone either way, but if anybody won the scrap, then Eubank won that scrap. He didn't get the decision. So in a rematch, I'd fancy Chris Eubank Jr to beat Billy Joe Saunders, but Billy Joe Saunders is inactive. He's not been doing much, and Eubank's getting better and better, and he's been busier. So yeah, I'd pick Chris Eubank Jr. to beat Billy Joe in the rematch. I really
what
would.
about Eubank and DeGALE if they were to fight? Because there's been talk of that over the last few months.
The thing about Eubank against any super middleweight, he's not a massive punch. He punches hard. Don't get me wrong. He hits hard, but he throws a lot of fast shots. So there's not loads on him. But he's not a concussive puncher. But you don't have to be a concussive puncher to have success, because you wear your opponents down. You can walk through their shots if you're fit and tough like he is, and you can outpoint them. But a super middleweight, he's given away a bit of an advantage because of that lack of power. I don't want to say he's a non-puncher, because he can punch hard, especially from little gloves. But he's a middleweight. You can see he's a middleweight. He's quite slim. He's got a slim frame, slim body, skinny waist, and he's a really tough, strong, real force to be reckoned with at middleweight. But 168 pounds at 12 stone, I just think he's given away that bit of advantage. And the likes of Groves and Callum Smith's height and reach, and them kind of fighters, I think they might just have a little bit of an edge on him. But that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to win. Oh, for Abraham, he just hammered him, didn't he?
So you don't think he'd beat DeGALE?
Oh, James DeGALE. James DeGale's not a big puncher. He's a bit inactive. Not done much. I reckon it's a 50-50 fight, DeGALE Eubank Jr. I think he could beat him. I think he could get beat by DeGALE as well. It's a close one. It's an either way. DeGALE don't like me as it is. I saw him at the airport. He just looked straight through me.
Yeah, he said. So I saw him last night. He said he saw you at the airport.
He didn't say hello.
No. Surely that beef's over now, isn't it?
There's never been any beef for me, mate. I retired 3 years ago, and I'm still riding that wave, just surfing the crest of the wave.
Well, I got you. Finally, just a quick thought on a huge fight here back in Las Vegas, same venue. Canelo and your old mate Golovkin.
Yeah, great fight. Can't wait for that one. And Canelo Alvarez for me in a close one. I think Golovkin's just past his best. Getting old.
Did you see a decline in the Jacobs
Got no
performance?
sun cream on here, man. The California sun's bad for you. Bad for your skin. The eyes.
You're alright.
Do it to me, man. 10 minutes. Bacon.
We're nearly done.
No, good fight. I think Alvarez wins that, because I think Canelo's just past, Golovkin's just past his best. But Golovkin might go in there and smash him and knock him out. It's boxing, isn't it? But if I had to pick a winner, I'm picking Canelo Alvarez to beat Golovkin. I think Golovkin is past his best. I do. I've not been impressed. He gets hit too much.
They're still looking for a fight with you.
Who is?
Tom Loafer and Triple G. Yeah, every time I see Loafer, he's definitely always saying, what's FROCH doing? Is he still,
Fighting's all about risk reward, and
you don't look like you're coming back. For about a year, I thought he's going to come back.
we're not even entertaining the conversation of a Carl FROCH comeback, are we?
No,
I myself in the third person.
No, but I'm finally convinced that you're not coming back.
I ain't coming back. I'm definitely not coming back.
Yeah.
Unless Dan Hardy wants to fight.
I met him the other day. He's a nice fella, Dan Hardy.
He's a really good guy. Yeah, he speaks well as well. For $150 million, I'd come back and fight Dan Hardy.
Would you ever do an MMA fight like that?
And I'd mess him up and all.
Would you get in the
mess Dan
octagon?
Hardy up.
Yeah.
Mess him up. Man.
You sparred him, don't you?
I won't tell you about the sparring.
Why didn't you do an MMA fight then?
Because I'm a professional boxer.
Would you? What about if an MMA fighter wanted to fight you? Would you have entertained that in this sort of similar situation?
In the octagon?
No, in the ring.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I would.
Anyone in mind?
Not now, I'm retired, but back in the day, I won't come out of retirement and fight someone from mixed martial arts.
But I think you'd be good in the octagon, all that grappling shit.
I used to do a bit back in the day.
Yeah.
Just have a little roll around.
That's like Nottingham Equinox, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, yeah. Because you've got Paul Daly, Semtex Daly, Dan Hardy, and there was a couple of trainers there that were good mixed martial artists. I used to have a little roll around with him. I enjoyed it, but no, it's not for me, mate. Fighting. I'm retired now. I'll have one on the cobbles with anyone.
Well, you offered out Calzaghe on the cobbles, didn't you?
Got someone waiting there, I think, wants to roll around on the cobbles.
Is he out? You want a picture, I think?
I don't know. Might do.
Maybe. Anyway, he looks a bit like Michael Conlon. Have a look at him again.
Oh yeah, doesn't it?
A little bit.
It's a bit hot for a hat.
You want a photo?
It's a
Yeah.
bit hot for a hat, isn't it? How you doing? Oh yeah? What's your name?
Thomas Lamont.
Thomas Lamont.
Yeah.
Said that, didn't you? I know you was on about the actor. Yeah, you too, mate. You got it?
That's me. Yeah, I was doing my run.
Are you on the card?
No. I just fought Saturday. I just
Oh,
won
right,
the
okay.
WBC Latin American title, welterweight.
Right, okay. Yeah. Welterweight, how tall are you? Got to be
6'1".
6'1", are you?
6'1".
Welterweight, 6'1".
Welterweight.
How does that work?
6'1". Right? So,
Good luck to you, mate.
thank you very much.
Good luck to you.
You as well.
Yeah, take
All right.
care.
Take care, mate.
You as
All
well,
right.
thank you.
God bless you. All right, listen, Carl. Again, we're run over time as normal. Have you got anything else you'd like to add, me old mate?
We're closing this out on a bit of Ed Sheeran there in the background.
Can you sing? If you sing now, it'd kill it.
I can't sing, mate. I can play the guitar. I'm tone deaf. My voice is terrible. I'm not even gonna play. That's it. It's not gonna sing. We found love. Who did you get singing the other day? Got someone singing.
Try and get a lot
Is
of
it
people
Eddie?
singing. Get Eddie.
No, you got him rapping. No, you got him gangstering.
You're definitely
It was
not
the
a
American
rapper.
gangster, wasn't it? Hang on a minute. What do you mean I'm definitely not a rapper?
I'd never, ever, ever would put you and rap in the same sentence.
Serious?
Yeah.
I'm a massive Slim Shady fan.
Yeah, you can be a fan. Listen,
No,
I'm a fan of boxing,
listen,
but I'm no boxer.
I can rap. I'm telling you. No.
If you give me one verse now,
No. Because I'll have to go into Vanilla Ice. I'd have to do my Vanilla Ice. And I do it.
do it.
No, it's going to have to be
Just one verse.
It's got to be a separate one. It's going to have to be a separate one. Because I've got Ed Sheeran in the background, the sun's on me. It's not the right mood. Another time,
All right.
I'll give you my Vanilla Ice.
All right. Before the week's out,
Ice,
hopefully.
Ice, baby.
Carl Froch, thank you very much for talking to iFull TV, and hope you have a wonderful week.
Looking forward to the big fight. Tune in. Mayweather McGregor.
Thank you very much.